So this is kind of like the boneyard, you know, like we have all the barrel toppers and stuff that go on all these barrels, and there's severed arms and hands and limbs and kind of like the leftover parts, you know.
Yep.
This is the famous toes line.
The toes line.
Yeah, the toes line. We have two. We have one that way and one this way. But you know, just a fun little scene, couple little switchbacks, get them picked where they need to go, walk outside. We always like going inside, going outside. And
yep.
So that's
cool.
What we're doing
Love
here.
it. Love it.
And we're coming up to the general store, which is the sign that Anthony Powers built for me.
Oh yeah.
That's where this will be. It'll actually be on top of this.
Cool.
This is Sideshow Joe's. I don't remember
what was it?
Sideshow Joe's gas and grill, or grill and gas, or something, and barbecue. I don't remember. I gave him a whole list of shit that I thought was just humorous. So it was way more shit than he could fit on the sign, and he almost got it all.
He almost did.
Yeah, he did an awesome
job. That sign was
Anthony's,
amazing.
it looks great.
It does.
And it looks so good. Like, I will not put that up until like the day before we open, and it'll be one of the first things I take down. Because,
treasure that thing.
Yes,
piece of art.
That's not one that gets left up year round. But,
yeah.
I see we got a couple curtains fell and stuff, you know, blocking scenes, but you know.
It's May.
Yeah. Well, yeah. and then here's the bulbs I was talking about that Lanny and Beth make. Here's, I actually get this one here. These are really cool, man. I plug them every chance I get. I know there's other companies that make them, but basically what I did here, man, I just wired it in. And then I just took me some old duct tape from the dollar. I like using shit from the dollar store because
it falls apart.
Because I'm cheap and it falls apart and gives me this look.
Yep,
so, I mean, nobody in their right mind's touching that because they're like, you know, it's gonna shock me. But
that's intentional.
Yeah, yeah. But got a couple of old, you know, gas cans and stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole gimmick with this is it's kind of like Spalding's in the original or in the first. Well, the only House of a Thousand Corpses, but you know, it's just a crazy guy that's got a store, and you know, we built the ice chest. That's all made out of plywood and stuff. Had one of the big nice handles from Windhinges Creek, and somebody, here's the handle. Somebody tried to somebody tried to be a smart ass and open it for me, but there again, during the daylight it doesn't look that awesome, but man, at night this is another scene. This one was built here at DHE. We had something similar when we were at our old location, but it was just like a facade. You know, you just walk by it. This one you actually were going to walk through and everything you'll see. And another one I'm pretty proud of. Yeah. I mean, you know.
Cool.
So, I feel like I'm just talking like for nothing. You're not asking any questions.
Well, because you're typical Al.
I'm hogging the camera. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get me. Is
that better?
Yeah. You know.
Ow.
Uh-oh. And I got to give credit to my mom and dad on this one because they, you know, you tell old people you want something to look old, they got a good idea what it's supposed to look like. So I think we actually got, power in this one. So, and I don't know what's going to be out here because this is probably pretty much when we got done the last night we ran, it was probably just literally walked away from and it's still like that. So,
is all the stuff that you had, was it, I mean, you sitting on it or?
Yard sales, mom, dad, you know, old, you know, family barns and shops and stuff that need to be cleaned out. But, you know, when you say you want to do like a hodgepodge and you're like, okay, I'm thinking this thing's going to be a gas station / barbecue place / antique / firework emporium, I think was the last one. I think that was the last one I threw on there that really hadn't happened just because that was funny to me. And so some of the stuff was purposely bought with this intention, and then other stuff is just finds its way here. Man, I think I told I don't know if me and you had this topic one other time, or when people know you do this for a living, they just
Start giving you stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
It's just shit comes out the woodwork, you know. So, but yeah, man. Yeah.
Chicken wire.
I mean, like this right here. Look, film this. This is a basket full of caster wheels. now, why or where that come from? I have no idea.
Isn't that a basket like when you go to the driving range?
I guess
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's
I
cool,
literally don't know. But but yeah, and you know, so this is going to go back up into the pocket door. When we open this back up, we're going to be right back at the stairway.
Oh yeah.
So
how about that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And there's been a couple like drop panels and stuff along the way. I'm not really pointing out every gag and gimmick. I said I won't do that just because hopefully some of you guys might actually come out here and check it out. So,
right.
And I do see one thing before we go in this building. Last time we ran were lights out, so I have a lot of LEDs that are not set and show lighting the way they should.
There's a sign.
Yeah, there it is. Actually, I forgot I put it out here. Sideshow Joe's. He did put fireworks on it. Barbecue, antique, and firework emporium. So gas was the thing got left out. But still, it doesn't matter, man. It's a gas pump out front. So
that thing is
awesome job
so
on that.
cool.
Yeah, you were with me when we got it, and awesome job.
And it's all foam, right? Isn't it?
It's Luan and foam.
There you go.
Foam and Luan, like thin wood. It's really light. He said he wanted, because he was gonna ship it to me or whatever, and I told him I didn't care what he made it out of, but yeah, man, that's one reason it's in here being taken care of, because I didn't want it to get damaged.
Right.
And more Lanny and Bess lights in here. This one's more like a cool white, so this one has more like a cool, like, for the refrigerator. And I don't know how it shows on camera, like.
Oh, you can see it.
But I mean, that's a cool effect, and I like that intermediate, like surging, flickering, So got a couple amplifiers and banners and screws and stuff right here to stuff being stored. And there's cousin Lee, one of cousin Levi's masks. I need to carry that back to my house. Actually, remind me to get that before we leave.
All right.
They get messed up out here. Let's see what's going on in this piece. This is the like the library. And I remember like at the end of the last night, this is an actual bookcase that's a closed door, and it's open remotely by actor. Oh, okay. And basically what happens is the people bottleneck in here. We force them to bottleneck where they can't. They think it's no exit. Right. So, and then this door opens up, and you're kind of more into. The thought process is you're kind of more in the family house now. You're starting to see scenes like kitchen, and I didn't specify that, but we were in the kitchen, then we're in the library. It's a hallway with a little, And this has the projections, and you hear it. Listen.
The China.
Yeah, the motion sensors right there.
Oh. The sprayer.
Yeah. You can actually see where we had to work on it. The peekaboos right there.
I gotcha.
But yeah, she's trying to spray now. There's no air on, but a living room scene. Our old dude here, man, I got to repair him. He's been with us for a long time. This thing shakes, and the last night this was a home built prop from
way back
10, 12 years ago, and it's been one of those deals where it's just been band-aid on bullet wound, band-aid on bullet wound. And the last night he finally just he shit the bed. I won't get rid of him just because I'm not that guy. Yep. You know what I mean? I refuse to throw it away. Yep. But I'll rebuild it and over-engineer it. But here's another one of, you probably won't be able to see it with your light on, but you might be able to see it on camera. That's one of Lanny and Beth's LEDs in the back of an old TV set. These is kind of like I put spray paint and nasty like dust and shit on it from the back and everything to make it look distressed. But cool. We're almost there now. Like I said, it's not the home it used to be, because when we moved to DHE, it's so much going on, we had to really condense what we wanted. But one thing I've always loved at our haunted houses is the last thing. We're going to use a chainsaw for the end. I know a lot of people frown on that, say it's overdone and old school, but
you're old school.
We're a Slaughterhouse and we are old school. So the thing I've always loved is having a long walk at the end, or a decent walk.
Yeah.
with a chainsaw. So you come out of the house and you actually walk, I don't know, I mean, what is that, Jason, 25, 30 feet probably?
Oh, at least.
And then you make this bend, and this was just a gimmick here to kind of let people know what's coming. Cause by this time they could smell the chainsaw gas and stuff.
Yep.
And this is actually normally roped off, and this is feeding back down the exits. And basically how I do my chainsaw guys is I let them be wherever, because we get so much repeat business.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they were behind the little hut there, sometimes they were over here in the brush, sometimes they were on the other side of this little storage. This is where we used to store all our paint and stuff. It really needs to be tore down because most of the paint's no good. But anyway, they would be over in here somewhere.
Yeah.
So, and then this is actually still the slaughterhouse. You get to see this. This is the exit to DHE's walking path, or Darkside's walking path. And so what we've done, and we're going to continue to do this, there'll be another path over there next year. All the paths are going to funnel back in to use the same exit.
Okay.
So you're
they can be run at the same time?
Yeah. I mean, people come down at the same time, and they're always funneling back to this common area. And how it's set up, they can do multiple different things. They can do the asylum, they can do slaughterhouse, they can do torment, they can do whatever. And there's queue lines for all those, but we're trying to use the same common exit as much as possible.
Sure.
And I think that maximizes people being in one location and starting in one location and finishing back. You know, it just keeps kind of like clover leafing, if you think about it like that. You know, you start in the center and you clover leaf and come right back, and you come right back. So this is all work that it's just eye candy, really. I mean, you know, it's actually, that's the slaughterhouse where we walk through. My mom and dad, they sat on the porch out here and talked to people when, you know, every group that exits, whether they're exiting Slaughterhouse or DHE, come down here. So that's a cool opportunity for the old man. And there's some, we've walked by, you've probably been smart enough, you saw some, and we're not pointing them out on camera, but we've walked by some gags and gimmicks that they have fun with. So,
and one thing that's really cool about your parents is when we were at Transworld and at Phobius.
Oh yeah, they acted.
Yeah, they acted at Phobius that night. Yeah, that was.
Well, that's a story. I don't know if everybody's seen this or heard the story, but I'll tell it real quick. Me and Jason go to Phobius, and we walked through. No, we didn't walk through together.
Right.
You went through. We separated.
Yep.
And I went to act because I had never acted at Phobius, and I've been there like 4 different shows, and always been behind the scenes and everything. I was like, damn it, tonight I'm acting. So we bust up and you go off, do whatever you did, and I'm been there acting, and I probably acted about an hour or so.
Yeah.
And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, you know what, man, my parents are here acting. Some of the DHE guys are here acting.
Yep.
All my buddies from the haunt scene are here going through it. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of my buddies are going through it. I've acted, I've had my fun. I'm gonna go get in line and see my family act and stuff like that. So, and then it worked out. And when I come out, we actually got to go through together with Doble and Liz and Kyle from inside the haunt industry.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So there's a video I think of some of that with them up somewhere. I don't. You guys can find it, but yeah, my mom and dad were acting. Jason was acting. Jerry was acting. It was like 4 or 5 of DHE and Slaughterhouse family.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah.
We had like, who all was there? We had Michael Edwards.
All the Phobia staff. Nate and Joey and Chris and
Bart? Was he
Dirty.
I can't remember. Was he?
I don't know if Bart was there. I don't remember Bart.
Like
I think he was just running around. I don't remember him acting.
Phipps.
Yeah, James Phipps was there. Yeah, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
he was working
there. He was in the graveyard. Yeah, he was a zombie in the graveyard. A lot of Total, I hadn't thought about it like that, but a lot of Total Terror TV family was there too. That was just starting to kind of in its infancy, you know, like baby steps, you know. But yeah, man, that was a cool night.
That was a real cool night.
One thing I want to point out real quick, man, I always love this, and we've kind of changed it now. We have to do them in areas where people can't get to, but the rusty saw blades. Used to, before we moved this thing, man, I had everything just littered. I probably got hundreds of these saw blades. And now with the way DHE is and the volume of people, Slaughterhouse was never as big by itself. I mean, it was never as big physically. It was bigger than it is now, but it was never as big physically as the entity that DHE. Jason and the Champion family have done an awesome job. And along with that numbers come longer queue lines, and you have to have a bigger area to accommodate people. And you know, one of the things that like the detail of like rusty saw blades. You just can't have them hanging around everywhere.
Right.
Somebody get cut or hurt or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's a cool feature, man. I
it is. And I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to have to be in a couple different segments. And we've been on the hayride, the ticket booth, and Slaughterhouse. We still haven't even done.
It's not even.
DHE.
Yeah, it's not even like a quarter of the way through.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. This is a pretty good sized haunt.
Yeah.
This is going to be all our new midway area. This is a common area I'm talking about. We'll have a fire pit, games, concessions. We got our last ride simulator. This is Dungeon of Torment, which is a standalone haunt. How we do it here is they sell like a ticket, and there's multiple things on that ticket. Like you get the walking trail, the hayride, the asylum, the slaughterhouse, and Clown Town. So you get like 5 things to do on your ticket. But then once you get here, there's so much more you can do if you want to, if you choose to.
Right.
And the only reason we don't include it is because, I mean, it's kind of optional. It gets pricey for, you know, families of 4 or whatever.
Sure.
But, you know, the options there, we have a separate little ticket booth over here that sell like carnival tickets.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, we have games. This is going to be a new
is that the paintball
shooting gallery.
Yep.
Yeah. It's very much under construction right now. It looks rough, but that's actually the concession stand that Jason and those guys are working on now. See, they're working. We're off walking around, screwing around like always.
I don't feel even remotely bad about it either, because it's hot as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna put a stage in over there on that area, and all this, probably a fire pit in here where we're walking around now. So, but Jason, is the last ride take a J key? Does the last ride take a J key? I got one on me. This is kind of cool. We installed the last ride here last year.
This is what came from Eddie, right? With the tear?
We worked out a deal with Eddie. Actually, you were up there that day we got this.
Yeah.
I think you might have helped load it up.
Nope, I didn't help load it up. I watched. Me and Logan Roush stood in the back and said, "Watch this. Watch these guys. Watch."
Yeah, they look really good at manual labor.
Done with this one, so I'm just going to put that there.